What is up, ones? This is Axel here. Welcome back to another episode of Our Life. Thank you for being patient. I know I was supposed to have this up 2 days ago and then also last night, but things just kind of happened. You know, it is what it's life. You know, I just had a lot of things going on. I was finishing up a lot of things. I actually finished up that video. If you guys remember checking out my stream, if you haven't already, go ahead and check out in the description box down below, twitch.tv/awesomeperfection1. But I remember talking in the stream last time how I was working on a video. I finished the video. It took way longer than I thought, and then I finished the process following up that video, which took another like 4 hours maybe. It probably shouldn't have taken another 4 hours, but it just did, just because that's how I am when it comes to things like that. And there's other things I was working on too, but anyways, that's not the point. The good thing is that we have a video up for you guys today, and it's not, you know, it's not a re-upload, it's an actual new video, and you're gonna get another one tomorrow, by the way, because on that, well, okay, maybe not tomorrow, actually. You'll get one on Wednesday, so look forward to that. Or Thursday. Yes, Thursday, not Wednesday, but Thursday. Look forward to that as well. But anyways, I don't have too much time to make this video, unfortunately, but we do have time to go and finish one moment. And the moment I saw the most, so I think someone said, like, if you go in order, that's probably the best way to do it, but we're not here to do that. We're here to do it however we want to. And I saw Fireflies, so without further ado, let's go and see how this Firefly things work. I might have to buy the DLC. I probably will buy the DLC. I want to try out the sleepover one, and the ghost one sounds fun too.
All right.
Tonight we're gonna catch fireflies. At this blunt declaration from your sister, you looked up from your macaroni and cheese dinner. Fireflies were a familiar sight over summer, coming out on warm nights to dance through the sky. Tonight was particularly balmy. You knew there were bound to be a ton of them around. Oh, you are you? You look over at your mom. Yeah, I'd look over like, please. They hadn't answered for sure yet, but if that's what Lizzie said you do, that's probably what you end up doing. Lizzie was an expert at getting her way, having mastered the art of it by the time she could talk. That's a good idea, Lizzie. Can we, Miss Arnold? Shiloh tapped his fork against the table excitedly, his face lighting up as he looked at Lizzie. It was unusual for Shiloh to still be here. Like always, his mom had to bring him over really early in the morning before her job started. But normally, she would have picked him up by now. She called before dinner to let your moms know she'd be late. You didn't hear why. Probably more work things. Ooh, interesting things. I wonder if we get to learn more about Shiloh as well. But you thought maybe getting to hang out with Shiloh for longer is what made Lizzie want to keep running around outside. Staying at home watching TV was never an option for her guests with over. That's why you were pretty sure she'd get your moms to agree. It's already so dark out there. Lizzie gave Mom the best puppy dog's eyes she could, slowly spooning mac and cheese in her mouth while waiting there for their response.
There.
Let them go. Nights like this don't happen every often. Your parents exchanged a look, then Mom eventually sighed and nodded back. Yes.
Fine.
Fine. Just make sure you stay on the hill behind our house with all the poppies, okay? What the hell's a poppy? What's a poppy? Does anyone know what a poppy is? I don't know what a poppy is. Like, I know poppers, but that's not obviously it, because that's food, but duh, Mom. That's where most of them are. The idea had only just planted in her head, but already you could just picture all the glowing lights spread out in front of you, like the fairies from the bedtime stories Mommy reads sometimes. Lizzie and Shiloh started digging into her food, and soon it became a race to see who could finish their dinner first.
Isn't that great?
Aren't you excited to go outside and play, Brett? You gave a non-committal shrug. Yeah, I mean, that's honestly me. I don't know. As a kid, I'd have been excited, but now I'm just like, maybe? It depends. Brett is just mad because I always catch the most. Lizzie boasted proudly, her mouth full of food, and Mom gave her a stern look. Elizabeth. A knock on the door interrupted Mom before she could no doubt scold your sister. I'm sorry. I'll get it. Your big sister jumped out of her seat and ran over to the door, pulling it open without even looking out the window to see who it was. You shifted in your seat to try to see and get a glimpse of the unexpected guest.
Hi.
Welcome back, Cove. It's good to see you, buddy. Good evening, Cove. Your mommy had already walked to the door by the time you managed to see past Shiloh's flappy hat. Oh, Cove. Hi. You're here. Ko smiled your enthusiastic greeting, and you hoped Mommy would ask him to stay. It didn't matter why he was here. It meant that he could join you all in catching fireflies. Then for a few seconds, Ko said nothing. He only stood there and looked up at your mommy with a face almost like he was considering turning around and leaving. My mom told me to drop this off because I guess he borrowed it from you. Cove took a familiar screwdriver from out of his large side pocket. Eyes now dropped to the floor. We left ours back at home when we moved. Great. Oh, great. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Here, why don't you come inside for a bit? Lizzie crossed her arms and lifted her chin. Cove shrugged, and Mom stood from the table too. I'll give your dad a call, let him know you got here all right. Cove shuffled fully inside, eyes remaining on the ground. Mommy closed the door behind him. Hi, Cove. I can't do Shiloh's voice today. What is up with me? I mean, to be fair, you know. My voice acting is pretty shite. But, you know, I like to try, you know. But Shiloh gave Cove a friendly smile. Yeah, okay, yeah, Cove. Cove, are you going to catch fireflies? You could come outside with stuff if you want to. You could come. Yeah, I mean, no. The first one? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say right now because obviously he's thinking about something inspiring, but let's see if distracting is the best thing. I don't know. Yeah. Cove, are you going to catch fireflies with us? You can see Lizzie eyeing you for mentioning the excursion to an outsider, but she'd get over it. You'd hope Cove say yes. That way, you wouldn't be the odd one out with Lizzie and Shiloh anymore.
Yeah.
I can do that. I never caught one before. It's too bad he didn't have a chance before now. The fireflies weren't out when he first moved in, and there must have not been any where he used to live. We can't go until after dinner. After she pointed this out, Lizzie walked back to the table and took her seat. There wasn't much left on her plate. Since this was very true, we decided to finish up our own stuff as well. Cove stepped closer and eyed what was on the menu for your family's meal. Have you eaten yet? Yeah, my dad and I ate earlier. Oh, what did you have? Eggs. The clipped one-word answer seemed to discourage Shiloh from asking any more questions. His eyes slowly wandered back to the last scraps of food on his plate. Yeah, I mean, I would do the same, Shiloh. I would, yeah. Let's not go any further on this conversation. It's like asking about the weather and someone's just like, or something. I don't know. You guys probably been in those conversations. Sometimes it's just like, yeah, you know, how would I put it? But people you know, it's like, it's whatever, right? But like if it's someone new and someone you barely know and that's their answer, it's like, okay, yeah, retreat. Fall back to the cave. Anyways, I was gonna finish that Lord of the Rings quote, not gonna do it. Her phone call with Ko's dad must have ended because your mom came back into your room.
Okay.
Ko, your dad said you can stay here for a little while if you like, but he's going to come and get you before it gets too much later. Sure.
Fun.
Oh, fun. This will be so nice. As you polish off the meal, you hoped it would be too. The three of you all finished eating shortly after, and Lizzie led the way outside. Remember, don't stray too far. It's fine, Mom. Shiloh traced so closely after Lizzie, he was nearly stepping on her heels. Cove hesitated at the door. Coming? After a moment, he did.
Bye.
Bye, children. The two of you were a good 10 or 15 feet behind Lizzie and Shiloh by the time you walked outside. You pushed the door shut behind you, watching their figures get farther and farther away.
Hurry up!
You're so slow, Brett. We don't have all night. You started to run when you heard Lizzie's voice calling you, but paused when you saw Ko still walking at a relaxed pace. I mean, honestly, why would I run? You walked with him, yeah. You fell behind, sliding up next to him and matching his stride. He noticed right away.
It's okay.
You can go ahead if you want. You smile and shake your head. I don't. Aw. After a short while, the two of you reached the hill behind the house. The fireflies are still out in full force, floating on the breeze, their gentle glow winking in and out and creating an almost magical effect. Lizzie had already climbed to the top. Shiloh is spinning in circles somewhere around the middle.
Wow.
Shiloh took a moment to come over and welcome the both of you to the hill. Hi guys! It's really great out, huh? See how many there are? Yeah. A firefly danced through the air, landing on Ko's sea green head. Shallow couldn't help but get, yeah, it's a fun thing. Yeah, you and Shallow couldn't help but giggle. Covering your mouth with the hand, the sound escaped you, and Cove looked at you in confusion. What?
Oh.
The reaction, that's good. Look, Lizzie has one. That's amazing. Shallow ran to the highest point of the hill, making sure not to lose his hat or backpack along the way. You helped as a group divided and conquered, shifting your gaze to the dozens of other fireflies sailing around. The game was on. You had a bandage on your thumb and you tried to be cautious of that. You had a bandage on your palm and you tried to be cautious of that. On thumb and palm. Okay, so it's weird how we have two different ones. You had two bandages on your hand and you tried to be cautious of that. You were good at getting cuts or scratches, so you weren't too worried about that. Okay, as a kid, I would be cautious of the palm one just because I like all the years I played baseball, the worst thing was getting blisters all right here. All right here. Like occasionally I would get some like, no, actually, no, it would be all right there. It would all be right here near the palm. Oh, excuse me. As you can tell, my body, anytime I mention my body just has an allergic reaction. It's like bad memories. It's PTSD. Because getting it right here was terrible. It's just like, oh, it made my day so much worse. And because of that, I'm going to say be cautious of the one on the palm. As for the thumb, it's whatever. Spotting on one close by, you approach it with assassin-like stealth, crouching down to make yourself seem like less of a threat. Slowly dragging one foot from the other, you crept up towards it, arms outstretched. You close your hands around the little glowing orb, careful not to crush it. The firefly landed on your palm, almost docile, and you stared down at your prize in delight. Its tiny legs tickled your skin, and you giggled at the sensation. Cove kept up with his own target, but when he tried to grab it, his pink cast waved awkwardly through the air, foiling his efforts to clap his hands around the firefly. Ah. that's the new death for Roblox. Take off oof. It's just ah. No. Go watch him vanish into thin air with a dissatisfied expression at his face. I mean, you got this, Cove. You encourage him to try again. You'll get the next one. Did you catch one? You nodded and Cove gave up on his hunt for a moment, coming closer and closer, peering at the insect still crawling across the palm. You held out your hand, and he leaned closer, eyes winding at a tab behind his glasses. Cove remained hypnotized by the little bug as he edged his hand closer to yours. Ultimately, he settled his fingers lightly on top of the ones you were holding open. It tinkled. Yeah, the last thing you wanted was to accidentally scare the shiny treasure off. Oh, man, those are some big hands for a kid. I'm just saying, man. We all know, we're all familiar with yaoi hands, you know. It is a common thing. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying we're children right now, and goddamn, those hands grew really quick. They should be basketball players at this rate. They could palm the ball already, but okay, anyways. The firefly, noticing the new connection, crawled up onto Cove's hand. He quietly gasped. It worked. Yeah, you got one. Cove's lips turned up into a slow smile and his eyes shined brighter than the bug. Thanks, Brett. With a laugh, he gave the palm of your hand a friendly smile before performing an awkwardly low five. Aww. Startled by the extreme movement, the tiny light disappeared before you could even blink. Your firefly was gone.
Sorry.
Oh, why would I tear up? No, you forgave him. It's an MBD. That's okay. I couldn't keep it forever.
You're right.
Right. Bugs have to stay outside. Let's get another. You decided to sit in the grass and... I mean... why not collect more? That's the whole point of tonight, right? We can work together. His face broke out into a wide grin. We'll get a bunch. With renewed vigor, you ran out onto the hill. You're not sure how much time passed while you were in the thick of it. All you could focus on was the venture at hand. No critter was safe from your grasp. At first, you tried to keep a tally of how many you had caught, but once the number grew higher than 10, you had no more fingers left to count with. You were having the time of your life, racing up and down the hill with the crash of the ocean and the sound of everyone's laughter echoing in the background. Brett, this way! He followed the sound of Ko's voice to the top of the hill, watching as he stretched his arms in front of him, reaching with his fingers and only narrowly missing his target. Cove and you took turns trying to scare Fireflies in the direction of the other. You showed him your techniques that you had learned, like how to cup your hands correctly and how he listened attentively before trying it for himself. There were a few times when you almost ran into each other, giggling as you dove to the side at the last moment. Luckily, disaster avoided each time. It was an overall huge success with the both of you catching multiple Fireflies each. Eventually, the Fireflies began to thin out, and your energy started to lapse. You decided it was time to call off the hunt. Cove didn't complain. He breathed in heavily, and his face seemed really flushed. That was fun. A lot of fun. You smiled at him broadly, happy that he enjoyed the activity. Yeah, it was.
Come on!
Brett, Cove, get up here. We're gonna have a race. As I lost my female voice, but the shouting caught you off guard. It had been quite a while since you heard from Lizzie or Shiloh. You glanced over to see them both standing on top of the hill again. Lizzie beckoning you with quick hand gestures. If she was like that, you knew there wasn't much room for disagreement. Up the incline you went. From the corner of your eye, you saw Cove was coming as well. He didn't care for Lizzie a lot, so you thought he might be intrigued just by the idea of a race. Hi.
Cove.
Hi, Cove. You can't roll down the hill. You could hurt your arm again. You'll be the referee for the rest of us. As Lizzie pointed out, Cove froze in place. Oh, it was that kind of race. He frowned down at his cast. That was the second time it got in the way tonight. What? Yeah, you'll watch and see who gets the bomb first. That's important. Got it?
I guess.
The cast was sturdy. If he was careful, he could have done it. Lizzie might have just been looking for a reason to make someone else be the referee, but it was already decided. I'm gonna... Ooh, this is interesting because this is obviously going to affect our relationship with Lizzie. This is interesting. Shiloh's just here for the ride. It's kind of strange. Like in terms of story, like Shiloh's definitely just like a third character. It feels like there hasn't been any choices that I don't think it would directly affect Shiloh, but yeah, since Lizzie is our sister, this could affect our relationship with our sister. If that's a thing, I don't know. Like I know like the choices do add up eventually to like direct the story with Cove in particular, but I'm not sure if it does for everyone else. You know what I mean? I'll stay with Cove.
Really?
Why? You don't have to. It's okay. I want to watch. You move beside him on top of the hill, even though Lizzie eyed you and made a face. That's not how races work. We only need one referee. Shrugging your shoulders, you refuse to budge, and Lizzie let out a huff before throwing her hands in the air. Fine. I'll be the winner whether you join or not. Lizzie moved down to lay down. And Shiloh did the same. Cove stood slightly to the side to get a better vantage point as he stood next to him. Countdown! Cove stood up a little straighter. It seemed like he was taking his newfound referee duties seriously. 3, 2, 1, go! Lizzie and Shiloh took off, letting gravity do the work and rolling at high speed towards the bottom of the hill. You and Cove leaned forward to each other to watch them go. Eyes peeled for which of the two would reach the bottom first. They were both neck and neck until about halfway down the hill. Lizzie started to veer off to the side, giving Shiloh a huge advantage. She obviously hadn't noticed a thing, and as soon as Shiloh reached the bottom of the hill, he jumped up excitedly and threw his hands in the air. I won! Almost immediately, he fell back onto the gas, still dizzy from his roll down the hill. Lizzie stomped out of the bush she had ended up in, spun on angrily and brushing leaves from the front of her dress. Not bad. You got lucky. Let's do it again and see who wins for real. Kids, it's time to come in. No! He snickered, feeling grateful you hadn't been a part of the mini debacle. You caught Cove's eyes and saw that he was doing the same. It had gotten late and it was beginning to feel just a bit chilly as you made your way out of the hills, but the cold in the air hadn't dampened anyone's spirits. The four of you walked back home together side by side down your neighborhood street discussing the evening, with each person trying to prove that they were the one who caught the most fireflies. You knew that whoever really did catch the most didn't matter much anyway. All that mattered was that you all had a good time, which, judging by the smiles on everyone's faces, you did. Ooh, we could do another one. Oh, I see what you meant now. Oh, unless we want to choose the summer ends. But you know what? I'm gonna leave that up to you guys in the comment box down below. We could do all the moments. I thought we only did one and then it goes to the next part, but I guess we could do all of them, but completely up to y'all because this is only our first part, if you will. Don't forget, we still have well, we're adolescents still, but like we have to go teen and then I think adult. So we'll see. But right now we're still in, you know, the first phase of everything. This is phase 1 of the our life story. It's like talking about the MCU. It's really fun. But anyways, let me know in the comment box down below. Do you want to see another moment, or should we move on with the next year and then the summer ended? Let me know in the comments down below. But I did hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and share the video if you enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe, comment on something, but subscribe down below if you haven't, and also click that notification bell if you haven't as well. And other than that, I'll see you all later with another video of our life on, I said Thursday, yep, on Thursday you'll see it, just because I am going to be busy on Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, I'll be really busy on Wednesday. I'm busy from literally the whole day. So other than that, thank you all for watching, and see you later. Okay, love ya, and don't forget to stay awesome.